Hello, gluetube. Do you like how gothic I look today? So I wanted to show you guys something. Look at this shit. See that? It's a giant box. I have this habit of hoarding items, all for the purpose of using them for art projects. This is what I tell myself. I say, that box is super important. You can use that box for something that will be meaningful. It's like, I have so many boxes at the house. It's like, I'm envisioning there, like, coming a time where, like, I basically hoard homeless people, and they come to my house, and I let them stay with me, but I'm anticipating that they're going to miss their natural habitat, so I have all these boxes. It's all for them. So I think I've mentioned this before, but I started smoking again. I don't think you need to mention it. I think you just smoked cigarettes and it's obvious. Yeah. You like that awesome light post? God, I know I'm gonna have to shit really soon. God, I feel like so professional in this like black shirt. It's crazy how color just like changes everything. So I don't have to be at work tomorrow until like 8 o'clock. Which sounds nice. Sounds like, oh, like that's cool. You only have like a 4 or 5 hour shift maybe. But it's actually a lot worse. Mainly because you think it'll be nice, and it just never is. You know, like the longer that I work, the better it is for me. Because like the more productive I feel later. But I mean, like I do shit like all day. Like I'm in my head. I'm living this totally different life. Where like I'm in Los Angeles. I'm usually just at a comedy club performing. I had no idea that this was what I was prophesizing about for so many years. My very first self-fulfilling prophecy was like when I was 2 years old. I just saw myself on a stage with a microphone. I can't believe it took me 30 years to like put that together, but it did. All right. So I wrote this joke today. I thought it was pretty funny. You know how Christians think they're doing the right thing by going to some third world country and passing out Bibles? If only those Bibles were edible, you know? That'd be cool if you could just like eat the Psalms for sustenance and not just spiritual sustenance or salvation kind of sustenance, or like, oh, like this life's really shitty, but when I die it's going to be great, all because I accepted Jesus Christ as my personal savior. I found a way to do it where you guys actually hear it. Just gotta get closer. Just gotta really get closer to me. God, like this black shirt's just tripping me out. I feel like I'm part of the nightscape. I feel so much better when I sing, when I express myself, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do with my life and with my crazy brain. God, I thought somebody was behind me for a second. I about freaked out. I was like, it's just the grass. Just the grass making some noise. That's all. Calm down, Amy. I have this really bad habit of just like drinking coffee and not eating anything. Because like when I eat, it like slows me down. Especially if I eat any crap here, it's like, oh my god, I made the mistake of eating like a chicken sandwich, and I just like was so lethargic the rest of the day. I can't believe that people can eat this crap all the time, I see these people every day, you guys. I see the same people multiple times a week, feeding their kids shit. It makes me so sad, you know? That people just have kids. I have to stop playing because this is like a serious concern of mine. Why are so many people breeding? Like, why is that like the American dream, is to just have like 5 children for like no reason at all other than the fact that you got pregnant or maybe you drank too much tequila one night? And it just like makes me mad, you know? And it shouldn't make me mad. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, what other people choose to do and how they want to raise their kids, like, it has nothing to do with me. But I have to wait on them, you know? And I have to bag up their little kids' meals. And it's just, I see the same people all the time. And I'm like, dude, like, you should try cooking for your children. But who the fuck am I? Because I don't have kids, you know? Who the fuck am I? Like, I'm sure if I had a kid, well, that's kind of like a moot point there, because that's not going to happen. Like, I feel like the closest thing that I am to a baby is like an abortion, really. But I don't want to have an abortion, so I just like don't have sex. But I don't understand why more people don't have that mindset, you know? But it's totally because of our country and how we lack sex education. Because if we actually had sex education, then like women would actually know what to do, and well, they would know what's going on with their bodies. I feel like for whatever reason, like America just like really wants to be in the dark about things that they probably shouldn't be in the dark about, you know? I just find it amusing how like so many people like make decisions, and I'm guilty of this too. So anytime that I say so many people do this, I'm included in that. It's just I'm not polluting the planet with my spawn. I'm not doing that. But you know, like I feel like people make decisions that are the same decisions they've been making. Like I saw like my old roommate today. She came into Wendy's to buy her kid fucking kids meal, of course. But this kid's the cutest kid ever, and I wouldn't be like, you should have aborted him, you know, like that, because he's already here, you know. But like, I feel like a lot of women like have kids because they can use the child as some sort of bargaining chip, and they can make it seem like they're responsible when really they're still making the same really bad decisions. They just have a kid now, you know. So I don't know, like she mentioned something to me, like when she was living with me, she said something that was so accurate. She was like, I feel like I'm just dating the same guy over and over and over again. That's how she talks. And like I don't know, I was thinking about that today. So it was weird that I saw her. She came in to Wendy's. But like, yeah, it's like so many people, they just make the same decision that they've always made. And like, this decision that I made to work at Wendy's is very similar to the decision that I made to work at Steak and Shake, which is very similar to the decision that I made to work at McDonald's, which is very similar to the decision that I made to work at like every fucking dump site that I've ever worked at, because I'm familiar with dump sites. It's like, I understand how a dump site works. See, the perks of working at a dump site is that you can like get away with a lot. You can be crazy, you can be angry, you can be immature. I'd like to think I'm not immature, but I'm back to smoking. You ever consider the fact that maybe you went back to smoking because smoking's just great, and like, you're a smoker, you know, it makes sense for you to smoke, so that's why you really did it, rather than trying to like make up all these like really deep, profound reasons like why, you know, you chose an addiction over, you know, dealing with your problems. I mean, it's not even like that I'm just choosing to smoke, like, oh fuck, like, working, I'm just gonna smoke, fuck. Fuck spiritual growth. See, I feel like I've grown as much as I can grow. And that's not true, because like, guaranteed, like, I'll come up with some brilliant like revelation probably tonight, probably in like the next hour and a half. But like, I'm still the same though. Like, I might have changed certain ways that I go about things, but I'm still pretty much the same schmuck. Like, I feel like everybody's the same person that they've always been. And we're lucky if we can evolve and like realize the errors of our ways. I feel like most people don't, though. Most people, I mean me. Sitting on the ground. Is she out there sitting on the ground? That was Miss Tina screaming at me. I don't know if y'all heard that, but she loves me. I do like being crazy, you guys. Like, I can't imagine being any other way. I can't imagine just like waking up and wanting to exist, or like being excited to live, you know? Like, oh, I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning. I'm so grateful that the sun is shining. People that say shit like that usually believe in God. Like, they usually have this like
ridiculous idea of how things really are, you know. I don't like organized religion because I don't think it's creative, you know. Like, I feel like it's way more creative to be your own God and make your own reasons behind why things happen. Because, you know, that's pretty typical. You know, anytime that some shit happens, it's like people are like, oh, well, it happened for a reason. God's watching over all of us. Yeah, but he probably has a smartphone. That's why he's not answering any prayers. Dude, that would make so much sense. Like, if God had a smartphone. Like, what if God's had a smartphone this entire time? I've said this before, I'll say it again. America has daddy issues because God is dead. I need to eat another pot cookie because I can tell my negativity is gonna get the best of me. And if I'm high, I won't care anymore about how shitty everything is. That's pretty sad. Why do you get high? Well, so I don't kill myself. I have so many jokes about suicide. And I wouldn't take back any suicidal thought, or any suicidal dream, or any suicidal feeling, juxtaposed with another suicidal feeling. All because I have something. All because I have this gift. All because I can do something with it. All because there's a reason. All because there's a purpose for it that I give it, you know? I'm so lucky for that shit. So many people wake up. Alright. Don't you love that? Suicidal Jams with Amy Gross. I could wake up, be excited for no reason. But the good thing about waking up and not being excited for no reason is I gotta come up with my own reasons to be excited. I sound so much better when I don't have the camera. I mean, like last night I was playing music in my garage and it was so fucking good. You know, but I have this fear of expectation. You know, so like just having the camera right there in front of me and it's like, go, be yourself, be your naturally awesome, entertaining, funny ass self, you know? Like, it's hard. It's hard to do that, like, on call, on command, whatever. But it's like, when I'm shooting these videos, I'll be like, God, you sound like such an idiot. And then I'll watch them later. I'm like, you're still funny, though. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all didn't hear it. But it was a glorious fart. Because it was relieving. Oh, man. Maybe I should start wearing makeup again. You're pretty, though. You can be pretty when you want to be. But the thing is,
I have such a square face and I have such a masculine jawline that I feel like it doesn't matter if I apply makeup. I still look like a man. When I apply makeup, I've still gotten called sir with like fucking makeup on. I guess they thought I was just a twink.
You ain't no twink, though. Twinks, like, they care more about their physical appearance than you do. I think I just look like a gutter punk. Like, I look like I skateboard and I listen to Pavement. And, I mean, I do listen to Pavement. I can't skateboard. Like, terrible, man. Just terrible. I really envy people that can skateboard, though. Like, I just think that's so cool. I'm not saying that I want to, like, fuck a skater boy. I ain't no Avril Lavigne, alright? Somebody's listening to some hardcore rock music in that car. God, this is awful. I think this is some, like, really, really terrible cover of a song that's not that bad. But I don't understand why people make covers and they're, like, really shitty covers. They're like, I'm gonna make this better. Like, no, the fuck you're not. God, so bad. I think this is, like, Def Leppard or something. But, God, bad music just makes me laugh, though. Like, dubstep makes me angry, but, like, just, like, shitty-ass music, you know, like, just shitty bands. A lot of my coworkers listen to really shitty music. But, like, I can just make fun of it, you know, so it's fine, because it's still amusing to me. I think it's so funny when people act like things are such an inconvenience, like, you know, like my mother, like, she hates rap with a passion. She hates it. And, like, my brother and I have always been, like, huge fans of rap, like, my entire life. I get in trouble because I listened to this, like, rap radio station that I wasn't supposed to. But, like, it's like, I'll turn on music that she doesn't like. She's like, oh, God, turn this shit off. Turn it off. You know? Like, but I'm not like that with anything but dubstep, really. And it's just because it gives me a headache. It's not just because I hate it. It's because it actually does something terrible for my brain. I don't know why they're playing this music so loud. Well, they obviously feel really cool because they know this song. Like, it's like if I just started blasting, like, Fall Out Boy. Like, yeah, I'm so cool. I'm so cool. Anyway. Maybe they were doing this for your video. Maybe they saw you shooting and they were like, we should turn up our music really loud because I'm sure that she's really going to appreciate this. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd like to think that thanks to my psychological problems, like, I listen to way better music than the general public. I really want to, like, make a t-shirt that says, really depressing music saved my life. Because it's so fucking true. There's this one song by the Beach Boys. A lot of people think the Beach Boys is, like, happy and surfing and all that shit. I mean, Brian Wilson's got a lot of problems. That's why he did so much acid. But there's a song off of Pet Sounds. It's called "I Guess I Just Wasn't Made for These Times," and Brian Wilson, like, he wrote that back in like the 60s, you know? God, if Brian Wilson felt that way in the 60s, I feel that way now. I feel like it's okay. It's okay that I'm depressed. Because I can just listen to that song and be like, it's fine. Brian Wilson went through this too. So I feel cool in a way. I'm like, it's totally acceptable that you're sad and depressed and that you hate the world, because Brian Wilson also feels the same way. So you can be closer to him. Trying to figure out who this band is. Does it really matter? No, not really. It's not like I'm gonna like look them up. Jesus, I almost threw that like directly into my car. I spilled coffee all over my car earlier today, but my car just, it smells really good now. I was worried it was gonna smell bad, but no, it smells great. So my car doesn't just resemble an ashtray on wheels. It's like, it's now a caffeinated ashtray on wheels. Oh God. My Jesus-y coworker, I just keep hearing her say, "Have a blessed night. Have a blessed night." I will have a blessed night. I'm about to eat a pot cookie. Blessed by Lord Cannabis. You do look like a girl. Somewhat. Okay, they're leaving. Thank God, right? Thank God. I say that a lot. It's funny because I don't believe in that, but you should try to get contacts again. I can't afford contact lenses. They're too goddamn expensive. I have really bad eyesight too. So like they gotta like special order them, you know? Like my eyesight's so bad that I can't just take regular ass contact lenses. I gotta do the toric. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't really know, but shit. I guess I gotta go back. Take my shit. I'll see y'all.